Welcome to my first PHP programming tutorial. For this tutorial, you're going to need Apache installed with PHP. If you don't already have it installed, it's not a problem. Just go to Google, type in a program called WAMP, W-A-M-P. Just download the latest version and follow the on-screen instructions to install it. After you've successfully installed it, open up your internet browser and just type in localhost. If you see something like this appear, then you did it correctly and you're good to go. To begin, just open up your favorite text editor. I use Adobe Dreamweaver CS3, but you can use anything you want to. Notepad will work. Just create a new file under your root directory for your Apache server and open it up. Dreamweaver is going to go ahead and create all this HTML for us. Let's just change the title here to my first PHP script. Now, PHP can be embedded directly into HTML. It doesn't have to be, but for this example, we're going to go ahead and do that. This first tag just denotes the start of the PHP script, and this second tag here denotes the end of it. You can have multiple tags for PHP inside HTML and have HTML between them, but as long as it's inside the two PHP tags right here, then it's PHP only. One of the most fundamental building blocks of PHP is a variable, and variables, as you may well know, are just segments or names that hold data that can be called later in a script, so you can create dynamic programs that don't have to be rewritten every time you need to use it for something else. To declare a variable, you just type in an ampersand and then give it a name. We're just going to call this variable name. And to assign a value to that variable, you just do an equal sign and then in double quotations type in the value for the variable. So we're just going to call it this variable value. Alright, so here's the name of the variable, and we're assigning it a value right here. At the end of this statement, you're just going to put a semicolon, and that's just going to say this is where it ends. You have to put the double quotations here around strings or text, but you do not, however, need to put them for a number variable. So you can put quotations around that, but it's just better go ahead and leave it as a integer value and not put quotations around a number, but always remember to put quotations around a string or text variable name. One of the most basic PHP functions is the echo function, and what that does is it'll output whatever you supply it to the screen. So if we wanted to say hello world, you just type in echo hello world and then end that with a semicolon. Just go ahead and save that and pull up your localhost here and just go to the location where you saved your file. In this case it's localhost/tut.php, and you can see here that it says hello world because we said echo hello world. Now if we wanted to output a variable, you just simply type in echo and then type in the variable name. You do not have to put the variable name in quotations, so just go ahead and leave it like that. And then go back to your internet here, refresh that, and that outputs the value of var name. If we wanted to output a variable name and then our own custom text, all we would say is this is right here, and then we do a period, quotation, quotation. And what that's that period is going to combine the variable name with this custom output that we're creating. And we're going to say this is a variable and string output. We go back and we refresh that, and you can see that this is the text output by the variable, and then this rest is our own custom string PHP. There are many operators in PHP that you can use to do mathematical operations. And let's just say we have two variables. There we go. Variable 1 is equal to 5. And let's say variable 2 is equal to 7. So, like earlier, we just create a variable like that, assign a value of 5, add a semicolon after the end of the statement, and then on the next line, variable 2 is equal to 7. And then let's do a new variable. And let's just say that is equal to var1 times var2. And then using the echo function, we're going to output the value of the new variable to the screen. And what this is doing is it's taking the value of variable 1, 5, and multiplying it by the value of variable 2, 7, and then assigning that product to the value of new var, which we will echo to the screen. So after you save that, just go back to this, and it's 35 because that's the product of 5 and 7. And there's many other operators. There's subtraction, addition, division, and a whole bunch more than we can mention right now. But this pretty much covers the basics of PHP, how to assign variables, and a very brief introduction into the usage of functions and whatnot. So I hope you enjoyed it, and be sure to check out my other tutorials.